What's up, guys? I just finished my run. I'm halfway done, but I'm here in the hills where I like to be. I'm back, and today's topic is maybe I should have waited a little bit. I just finished walking and uphill. But today's topic is what how to avoid bad influence and just bad behavior. Because bad behavior is cool because it's influence seems more like someone you just want to avoid, and behavior is just like kind of pinpoint some people that are acting a certain way, and you want to still establish a friendship relationship with them. But I think there's like 4 of them that I was thinking as I was walking over here, and I thought the first one might not be the most common one. I don't even know which one's the most common one, but they say that. I remember in high school they used to tell me, be careful, he's a silent one. He might blow up, he might get angry, which I did have some passive aggressive issues, and I think I kind of overcome some of those issues now. I'm not that person. I think finding inner peace with myself and avoiding a lot of stuff that's not gonna like damage me mentally, physically, spiritually. So I've kind of it's gotten better. I think I've reflected, I could say bad things about a lot of people, which I am gonna say in this video. But I could also pinpoint, I know I'm not perfect too, and I probably had my little misbehaviors too, but life goes on and you make decisions you want to do. So maybe this video will make you decide who you want to be around. I know I mention it almost in every video, but now it's time for me to mention it. So number 1, like I said, silent ones. I like to call this one silent ones / pausers, because they're like either they're silent or they pause a lot. And so these are, you might want to be like very cautious about this, because sometimes they're quiet, trying to seem like they're innocent. They manipulate with their silence, and who knows what they're actually talking behind you, You just never know. You could kind of tell, they don't really support you. They're too silent, and they're not being loyal by stepping up and saying something. You always feel like, you do gotta be careful with the ones that talk a lot too, because they know how to manipulate with their talk. But it's also the opposite, and I think this is the one I really want to mention, because the talking one, you could kind of figure that out with them talking a lot. You could always figure out a lot of things about this. I'm not even going to mention them, but the silent ones will not defend you at any circumstance. You could kind of tell that they're not. You could say nice things about you. You could say what they miss about you and stuff like that. But sometimes the loyalty is not there when they don't step up and say anything. But that's and then also the pausers, they want to say something, but they don't know what to say because they don't want to hurt your feelings according to them, or they don't want to pretty much the real things. Honestly, they want to make sure they say the right things too, gain advantage over you or something along those lines. And you just got to be careful with the pausers and the silent ones, because you never know. But you might want to stress that out. If it's somebody that you love, you might want to bring it up. I mean, there's some people that I liked a lot, and I mentioned this kind of stuff, and I mentioned a lot of things about them, and what made it, and for me, for certain people, is it's just because the way they, because of those reasons, but also there is a combination of other things. When there's a combination of things, it's maybe time to move on. And sometimes they'll say pretty much that. They will be silent around you. They'll say good things, but you also notice that they won't defend you, and they won't even But my issues was much more different, because I have dealt with narcissists, and I can mention that in another video. But it was a combination of all that too. They're a narcissist, and they were they mainly cared for themselves. They try to say something that it's like in their defense, but they're not really like comprehending the whole situation. They want you to like they want you to be affectionate and caring and forgiving to them, but like they'll never do that back to you. That's like another like a narcissist, because they want all the comfort, all the love, but they don't want to give it back, you know. So yeah, that's pretty much the definition of a narcissist. Maybe I'll go more in detail. I don't know if I have a topic for that one, but I want to mention it now. Even though I'm going off subject, but it does tie into bad behavior and bad influences, because it's something you want to be aware of. But maybe that's the second type, to be honest. Let's just include that part of the second type. But I didn't want to include it, but let's include it as the second type. Now I think we have like 5 types now because of that. So yeah, but the reason why I don't want to put them together or put them separately is because I've dealt with a combination of both of those. So and now let's just include that as number 2, the narcissist part. And number 3, the ones you want to be wary, be avoiding, maybe advising, maybe take caution, because people are going to notice that about you, and you gotta like not be that way. So the third one, let's see if I can remember, because that made me start thinking about the narcissist one and the silent ones. I think the third one is, let me pause on that one. Let me pause on that third one, because I know there was the one before the one I wanted to say for number 4. So let me skip that one and let's make this one number 3. There's odd people there. This one's like kind of like personal preference. So there's like odd, weird people. I've been told that I'm kind of weird by many people, but I think I'm pretty straightforward. So it doesn't make me that weird, because I'm pretty straightforward when it comes to like actually grasping, understanding the situation. Unfortunately, like you might think I'm a bad friend because I can't comprehend the situation right away. It might take me like a day to process everything, and finally I understand. And I've had friends like that too, where they finally apologize and say, "Oh, I'm sorry," and it takes them a day to like reflect and process everything that happened. So like, just be advised that some people can't comprehend the situation right away. That doesn't make them bad friends, you know. So like, another one that's like personal preference is like, yeah, I believe that was like a good kind of weird, and especially when you're being humorous. If you're being kind of weird in a humorous state, that's cool. But like, there is odd people, and I don't think they really grew up socializing too much. They almost have like they could have an antisocial behavior. They can have like a personal problems that they had as a child. A lot of abusiveness, and so they don't know how to communicate, and they can be kind of odd. And I've had friends like that, and I felt bad for them. I want to be friends with them, but they were kind of like, they just wanted to hang out on their own terms. And yeah, sometimes you got to be careful with these people. They can also be like blow up and get crazy on you, and not know how to like, you wouldn't know how to calm them down, because they're dealt with, and they're very odd. Like the way they express themselves is very odd. Like, it's not very coherent. It's not incoherent either, because there's points where you could understand them. But yeah, they're odd, and this personal preference. Like, if you like hanging out with people like that and want to help them out and maybe talk about their issues, go ahead. But like, if they're not opening up, well, and they don't want to be around you, they only want to be around when they want to be around, you know. So I've dealt with that before, like the oddballs, the weird people, you know, the strange, bizarre. They just have like a certain antisocial, or kind of like different personal problems, like very deep problems that they had when they were a child, and they felt like the best way is to just be odd and just communicate when they feel like they need to communicate, not like really fully understand the whole time whatever is happening. They probably have they're thinking other things, but they might not tell you what they're thinking. So yeah, those are the ones I'll say not necessarily to avoid, but maybe pinpoint them and kind of bring it out. So that's number 3, right? Number 4. This is a hard one, man. I wish I would have remembered. I should have wrote it down when I was walking over here. I should have wrote it on my notes, but I was enjoying the workout. But yeah, I think that might be all of it. Oh, I think I know the other one. I think it's something to do with let me think about it. Let me process it. Oh, oh yeah, and then the other ones are like, it might tie with narcissists a little bit, and with the ones that are like, yeah, this one's like the ones that try to. Number 4 would obviously would be the ones that try to give you advice in a way, but it's not really advice. You know what I'm saying? Like, they try to manipulate, or maybe not manipulate, but they kind of don't fully grasp. And it kind of ties in with the narcissist, but it might not all the time. But I'm still gonna put it as number 4 because it's kind of like someone that just wants to give you advice, but like they're not really trying to help you out. Like, they're just saying it to make you feel like they're good friends, but they're not fully getting the whole concept around. And if you know they're not on your level, like, I know it sounds very arrogant to say that, like, they're not on your level, but sometimes you just gotta let it go of people that are not on your level, because you're trying to manifest, you're trying to rise up to the next level. And the only way to go to the next level is be around, surround yourself, even have alone times where you could reflect on things like this. And all you gotta do is just stay strong, stay positive, like everybody says. But like, yeah, once you level up, you know who you're around with, you know who's gonna be there for you, and who's not. And if it's only your family, or maybe just one friend, that's better than having 10 friends and they're not doing anything for you. They're not part of your own process of where you're trying to grow, you know? So with that, I think that might be it. I don't know if there was a 5th one. I think there might have been a 5th one, but I think that's it for now. And just remember all these reasons. And until now, until later, next week, I'll see you on the next topic. You guys take care. Goodbye.